Yeah. Okay, let's start sharing the screen. Yeah, hope everybody have a good weekend, I guess. Okay, let's start this first session. Yeah, okay, guys. So yesterday we have discussed about SQL and other Django template language and all, like how to use the different Django template language in the HTML, and we have seen that how to create the database tables and how to insert the values into the tables in the SQL. Like we have seen so many things, right? And today we'll discuss about the other things. So what is that? So that is called Django admin UI, the most important part in this our complete Django. And what is the Django ORM? And let's see, like today, till yesterday, we have seen that how to use the MySQL, right? And today I'll just see you that SQLite that is coming from the Django default database. We'll just use that. And what are the different filters or like different functions we have? And we'll just discuss everything. Okay, let's see. Before that, just open your project. So where we are in detail. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, see. So now, before I'm just activated any environment, everything is fine. See, just go to your URLs. If project main URLs is there, right? See, you can see this one. The main thing, the admin, you can see that this one, admin site dot URLs. From this package, it is just creating one complete web application. By default, the Django will create like admin details. That means, suppose if you take any Flipkart or Amazon websites, it will be just like creating the user accounts only, right? Like we just create the account user and you can just log into that, right? That is just like a normal users. For back in the companies, for Flipkart or Amazon, they might have Django, like that means admin applications will be, that means they can control the users who all are coming and who have access. If you want to remove the access, or like that means membership. So the membership, sometimes we have the membership, right? They might delete the membership accounts using this admin account. So all those things will be performed in this admin site. So let's see how we can do this one. For now, I'm just running the server now. Python manage.py and okay. Sorry, I'm in somewhere else. I'm not in the project. Okay. Let's now run this same thing again. Yeah, now the server is up and running. And now just copy this your local host. So here, now just type this one. Only don't give any extensions and all for this one. Just here, you can see page not found, right? Here after that, you can see that admin, right? Now here, just use that admin. Earlier, when I using different things, this DTL or EMP and all, it was just giving the HTML pages. But when I just clicked on admin, it will prompt me to somewhere else. See here, it is a Django administrations. This is the admin page for every application will be there. But this is coming from the by default. Django is providing that. So to create this username and password, we have different commands is there in Django. So for that, you have to create super user. So creating that, then only we can log into this Django administration for that. Let's see. So here, I just stopping the server. So just CLS. Here we have to use a command called create super user. So I'm just taking Python manage.py create super user like this. So this command will help you to create the admin users. Now just checking that. So here, system checking identified some issues. Okay, this is fine. Everything is okay. Here, see, username, leave blank. So by default, it will take user because this is the, by default, my laptop name is Vijay. So that's fine. It will take this one if you want. Or else I'll take admin. I'll just give like admin. And it is asking your email address. It is optional. You don't need, you just click on enter. Now you can just give password like admin 123, something like that. It will give some, it will create, but it will give some messages like warning messages. That means password is too similar to username or like password is too common. Okay, that's fine. You don't need anything. Just click on yes. It will create the super user. See, super user created successfully. Now run your server again. Once you created the super user, now just go to your server and now here. Refresh it again. See here. Now just use that details admin and admin 123. See, as soon as I just logged in, you can see Django administration page. This is the site administration things. So here you can see groups and users. So here you can create any user. Suppose if you want login from to this web application from your laptop, I have to create one user here. I have to create user and I have to change this IP address. This is my local only, right? I have to change this into public IP addresses and then I have to create username, password, everything. Then only you can access to this application, right? So this is a complete user information related in this authorization and authentication. This is complete topic again later. For now, just to see, once you've created any user, if you want to assign that user to the particular group, suppose there are multiple groups will be there. Either it could be developer teams or testing teams or like production teams. In these are different teams will be there. So different teams we have different users will be there. So we can assign different user to the multiple group. So it belongs to which group? Like it could be developer, tester, or like production team. So we can create all those things in this one. This one is a complete different topic. For now, what I'm doing is we have to register your models. So earlier we were doing like if you want to create any actions, that means if you want to create any records in your database, we are opening our MySQL and we're just using the insert queries, right, to insert some values. But through this Django admin itself, we can do that. Now let's see how we can do that. Here, this is only for authentication authorization. That's fine. Now we have to register our models. That is, models means you guys remember in the application we have created models, right? That is creating the columns in the database. This one, just go to your application. For now, I'll just close everything. Okay, fine. Now this one, I guess. Yeah. I think in this one, I have created models, I guess. Yeah, this one. So this application, forget about the other applications. Okay. So in this application, I have created one model. That means I created one table. So every time if you give the class name, it will take the table name like this, but it will convert all your capitals into small letters. This is like table name. Here in Python, we call it as model, but in the MySQL, it will treat like as a table. So table, what are the values you want to give? We can give like this. Column name, first name, last name, employee email, this one, right? Now, I want to access, instead of database, I want to access all this from Django admin page. We have to register this one. Till now, we have seen what is the views, URLs, models, right? Now we are going to see this one, admin. This is the admin file. So what is the use of this one? So we'll just go with the different topics and let's see what are the different files we are using. Now we see views is just only to create the views. And this URLs is just display the URLs, like how we want to display your URLs. And models means completely related to the database. Now let's see about admin page. So admin file, what it is. Here you can see from Django.contribute import admin. We are just importing this admin package. Let's see what use of this one. Here, see the commit itself. Register your models here. We just register. What are the models we have? We have only one, this one, right? Now let's see how I can register here. Here we have to import one thing, guys. Admin dot site dot one more thing is templates or configuration. One second, guys. Site dot what is that? Register. Yeah, this one. So admin dot site dot register. If you just use this package, here you need to specify the model which you have created in the models page. We have to give that name. Just display. Now this is just like registered. Okay, but it is giving error. Why? Means we have to import that model again. So whenever you're using different things, we have to first import, then only just use. It will be throw error. So now it is throwing error. That means, see here, employee info columns is not defined. That means we didn't imported that. So from, no, first give employee name. Employee info dot from models. Then import everything. Just give star. That means all classes will come directly. You don't need to specify the class name again every time. Now, anyways, the server is up and running automatically. Now, just go to your website. Just refresh this page and you can see one more section here. See this one. This is like empo info class names. This one, I think maybe the spelling is mistake. I think that's fine. Okay. Here you can see the class info column. So here, how many records we have here. You can see when I just clicked on this table, now this is like table from the SQL you are getting. Okay, let me open that one also as well, MySQL workbench. So now here we have two things, guys. We have, well, sorry, two records are there in this table. So one is this one, so this one, my son's name, and the next one is another object also say my name. So you have created two objects in one table. Let me go to this one, root user. So what is the database name? You guys remember? Database, EMP data DB. Okay, okay, this one, fine. Just open any notepad and use EMP data DB. I'm just using this database. Okay, it is successfully fine. Show tables. So here, these all will come automatically, other things. So we want to see the last one. See here, employee info. This is the app name underscore, and it is taking the model's name. So it is just converting into small letter. That is the lowercase. So this is how it will create the table name based on your model, how you're giving in the models.py file. Now here, just use the select query star from, what is that, EMP info. I think it might throw error. Okay, let's see. Because we have to give the EMP info underscore. See, we have two records, right? The same two records we can see here in the Django website here. But here it is showing employee info object. So what we're discussing is object relational mapping. So in the Django, we don't use SQL query at all. So it always works with the object relational mapping. So Django will work with this SQL directly. It will create SQLs directly. It will create. We don't need to create any SQL queries. It will create automatically using the different functions we have. Now discuss about different functions. Let's see. If I create any record over here, so using insert into, and just give the table name. Sorry. Oh, shit. Sorry. Copy and values. My name and ab@ab.in, like this. 1 2 3 4 5 6, something like that. Okay, this is my mobile number. Now just insert this one. So now match does not value at the row count. Okay. So how many things we have? 1 2 3. ID is there. Okay, fine. So we have to give the ID. It could be 3 comma. Okay. Okay. Now it has reflected 2 rows. Okay, that's fine. Now you can see 3 records, right? Okay. Now just here, just refresh the page. Here, see, you can see 3 records here. So this is how you can manage with the data. Suppose if you don't have installed this MySQL, this should be there, but if you don't need to open this MySQL every time, you can just always work with this one. So here in this Django administration side, we can do 4 types of operation. That is CURD operation. That means create, update, read, and delete. These are the operations which we can do with this Django admin side. That means let's see. First, we'll go with this one. So here I want to change my surname like this. So now if I just click on save, so here the employee info column object one was changed successfully. Now just go to your database. Here you can see the first record, right? And just this one, see, it has changed. In the database, I'm not changing anything, but I'm just using the Django administration side. So here we can just use CURD operation, CURD, that is create, update, read, and delete. So there's the 4 major operations we have in database. Just go to here. See, suppose if you create one more model, you can see this one here. Now let's try to create one more model. So where is the models over here? Here. So class employee salary. I'll just give it like this. And models dot model. Sorry. So here employee ID. I'll just take employee ID only. Models dot character field. So employee is not character field, it is number field. Integer field, maximum length, it could be more than 6. EMP salary. But it is again integer field. Maximum length could be 10, maybe 10 digit salary also might be there. Okay, that's fine. Now, see, if we want to see this model also, we have to register in admin.py file here. So here you can just give comma and what is the class name? Employee salary, right? Yeah. Okay, let's me one sec. Where is that? Employee salary. Okay. It might not show up. Let's see. Okay, something is messed up with this. Okay, this doesn't have any URLs. Okay, we haven't created any URLs for that. Okay, that's fine. So this is how we can specify multiple models. Okay, this is fine. I'm just going to delete this one for now. So here, instead of seeing objects here, if I want to see the the columns and the values, if the same way how the database looks, right? If I want to see that, we have to import one more specific column that is called this one. What is that? One sec, guys. So somewhere I missed that point. Okay, let's see. Models dot where is the file? Here, just import. No, not that. I'm just going to click class employee info class. I'm just giving class like this, and here admin dot model admin. Yeah, this one, this class. Now specify that here list display. You're just taking one variable. So what I'm doing is here I'm just creating one class. It could be anything. Here you can give any name, but here give admin dot model admin. Why? Because we are just registering right that model. So we have to specify that model admin. Then only what are the columns you're going to specify. It should be always present in this model also. Here in this model, how many we have? 4 is there, right? So I can just specify all those 4 in the list format here. Same name should be, otherwise it will throw error. Later I'll just change that and I'll show you that. One sec. Complaining. Okay, apply email, I guess. Now here after that just give comma and again just give that delivery. So now just take that comma. Just refresh this one. So what is the class you are just given here, right? Just give the same class in the under the register here. Now just refresh the page. See how it looks. Earlier it was just like objects. Now how it looks, it's just like same like database, right? So what are the columns you specify here? It will come display here. Suppose if I just remove this one, you can see only 3 things. Just save that and it will be automatically running. See, you can see only 3. I want to see everything. That's why I'm just giving everything. Just click on again save. So you can see this is how you can change your Django admin site. Instead of objects, we can change as a like column names like this. Okay, now I want to perform some operations. So okay, go to this one, go to your model and click on this one here. If you want to create any object, the new ones here, I'm just SLP is a name, and again institute slp@slp.in, mobile number 0000 like this. You click on save. Okay, now the object has created successfully in this one. So this is how we can create anything. Now we have seen so many things. One is we have seen the read the data and we created and we updated. Now we want to delete that one. How we can do operation? See, just select this option. Select which one, like how many things you want to delete. So now just selected 2 things here. Just click on this drop down here. Select employee columns. Just click on go. See, yes, I'm sure. See, those 2 records are deleted successfully, and now just go to your database also. Select again. Here you can see only these 2 are there. So this is how we can perform 4 types of operations using CURD. So now this is about complete database about Django admin UI. So later we'll just see what are the advantages with this site also. For now, Without using database, if you want to change any data in your database, we can use this Django admin UI page. Okay, now this is about a complete Django admin UI, right? Now let's go to other things that is called DB SQLite. So till now we have used MySQL, right, for development purpose, like for our purpose, like to install, like to use the data, like saving anything. Now let's try to use this SQLite. How we can use that? So just go to your website. So one more thing, guys. So this MySQL will always use for testing purpose and production use only. For this SQLite, always use for development purpose. Don't use this for production. That means people already using the applications. Don't ever use that SQLite 3. Only for developing that in your only your desktop. That time only just give only the SQLite. So now just go to your project settings. This is the main project file, right? Just go to settings. So where is the database details? So here, database. So for now, I'll just uncomment this and I'll comment this MySQL code. So before that, I'll need to close the server. Why? Because I need to migrate. That means I need to create the columns in my SQL database, right? So here you can see this is the by default it will come, guys. This one db.sqlite. So it doesn't have any tool like MySQL. So here MySQL we have tool, right? But this one doesn't have any tools. It is just like a file. So it will just like a file, and I can say this is just like Excel file. Just assume this, what are the data you just type here in this SQL, it will just save in the file and show the data in the same like Excel files. So to work with this DB SQL file, we have to enable this one, this database. I just enable this one. Now, you see here, it doesn't have anything in this DB SQL file. Okay, just close this one. Now, first we have to migrate. That means here, see, just go to your models. Here, this one. I'm just going to delete this one. This one I don't want. Anyways, see in this model, this is the model, right? So I just want to create the complete ones. So just migrate. So how we have two commands, right? One is make migration. That means it will just create the SQL queries. And we have migrate means created SQLs will be executed in the database. So Python manage.py and just take make migrations. This one. This command will just create the SQL queries, but it will not execute anything in database. It will just simply create the queries only. For now, just see where in the migration, just see here. And I just clicked on migrations. See, it has created model info columns. It has created. Let's see. And this is the ones only, right? I guess, yeah. See, it got updated. Earlier it was some MySQL was there, so it got updated again. Okay, this is fine. Okay, now I'm just going to close this one. Now we just created SQL query. Okay, that's fine. Now if we want to make some changes in the SQL database, this one, we have to use called migrate. Python manage.py migrate. So now it has created all the tables. Now just refresh this page. I think we don't have any refresh over here. Okay, that's fine. Just double click on this one. See, now earlier it was open successfully. Now you see we're getting some file is not displayed in the text editor. Why? Because now it has acted like as a database. We can directly open this one. Now we have one more option called Python DB shell is there. So using that option, we can work with this DB SQLite. Okay, let's see. So now just maximize this one. So these are the tables which has created. So same way, when you click on migrate, here you can see the tables. So these are the by default tables it has created. Only this last one, the based on the models, it has created the table. So these things are created by Django only by default. The same tables you can see in this one. Sorry. Here, these are the tables. Okay. Now see, if we want to see the, or if we want to work with the DB SQLite, we have a command called DB shell is there. So now I'm just taking Python manage.py. Just see DB shell. I'm just taking. Okay, something is messed up. Did I miss? Okay, manage spelling mistake. See how it is there. It is in the form of SQLite. Suppose if you just go to any command prompt, just type Python. You can see these three arrows for Python, right? For DB shell, see how it looks. SQLite 3. See this one, SQLite 3. Now, if I just tables, See, what are the tables we have in the database? The same way, in MySQL also, these are the tables which are created. You can just verify that. Auth permission, different things were there. So this is how you can work the MyDB SQLite 3. Okay, for now we don't have any things, right? This is how you can use one command. This one. This is how you can just see what are the tables and records, anything. For later, we'll just use only for DSQLite for one project and MySQL for one project. Later, we'll just see. And now, just come out of this one. Just exit. I'll just like click on. Okay, sorry, semicolon. Okay, this is the error again. Just click on Control C or Control D. Okay, I think this is not exact command. Okay, not this one. One sec, guys. Not this one. Okay. No, not break one. Something else was there. To come out of this shell, Control C or Control X. No. Guys, when I'm not sure like exact one, that's fine. It will be a good opportunity. No. So to come out of that, we have Control C or like something else might be there. Okay, let it be. I'll just close that. Anyways, if you want to find out, just just Google it for purpose and let me know also. I just close the terminal. Okay, that's fine. Now I just click on cd / I need to. Here it will give the complete directories cd slp scripts. Fine. Okay, fine. Now we have just seen how to create the data, like create the tables, everything, right? We are just seeing that what are the tables we have in the SQLite. Okay, later we'll just see how to add the data on SQLite and all. Before that, we need to discuss about the Django ORM. This is the main concept, guys. Django Object Relational Mapping. For that, let's see. So the next topic is Django ORM. So without writing any SQL queries, Django itself will generate SQL queries for this one. And we will learn everything from the shell, not from the IDE, guys. So just for we'll just learn everything for the SQL, how we can work with this ORM, right? We'll just learn from the shell, not from the IDE. And all Django libraries will be available in this shell now. Let's see. To open that, we have to use command this one, python manage.py. If you just type db shell, it will connect to the SQLite, to this one. But I don't want to connect that into normal shell. Just type shell. See, the earlier one, it was SQLite 3, right? Here, SQLite 3 was there, right? Now it is just like 3 arrows. Now it is activated in the shell format. Now, just see, guys, from Django, not that Django, which application? emp info dot models import emp info columns. Okay, this is fine. Now, guys, see, I just simply imported one module here. So earlier we have seen that, go to that views. Where is our views? See here. See here, this one. So when I use this class name, right, from the model, this is the model name, right? Model.objects.all. That means it is giving everything. It is similar to this one. It is like select all from the table name. It is giving the complete information. When I use this all, you're getting complete information, right? It is related to that. Now, suppose if I want to fetch only single record, means either we can use here limit or like where clause. We can use these things. So here in ORM, we have to use get method and we have to specify the ID. Then only we can get only single record. If you want to fetch like 2 to 3 records, we have to use filter function. Now let's see all those functions, how we can use. So instead of directly using here, I'm just explaining here today. And tomorrow we'll just do that practically directly here. So to that, I'm just creating one object, guys, that is called result. Because I need to, suppose if you just run this one, it is getting here. But here, if you just simply run that, that means select query, it will not print here. because we have to store that into one variable, right? So if you print that variable, then only we can get the value. So for that, I'm just taking result equals to, here we have to specify the this one model name. What is that model name? emp info columns. So what is the model name here in the models? What is the column name here? This one, sorry, dot. Here why I'm using objects means everything, the name itself we have object relational mapping, we have the name itself. So when I've seen this website, right, here you can see this one is called as objects, right? Each record has one object. So from this one, from like model name, the class name dot objects dot all, if I use this one, now the complete information present in this result, now we just try to print this one. It will not print the actual result, but let's see, it will print the query set something. See, it doesn't have any information. Okay, okay, sorry, I'm using dbsql, right? Okay, let me change the settings, guys. Here I just selected db, so this one, so let me change this. Okay, just to come out of this. Now just run python manage.py. No, make migrations. I think we haven't made any mentions. It will give like no changes detected. Yeah, so no changes detected. Okay, that's fine. Now just run that command shell. Okay, now just import from where, from which app. So we have to specify the app name. Employee info. This is the app. So on that dot model. So we have to import the models.py, right? Here you have to import models from, sorry, import everything. Sorry, import everything. Might have some 5-6 models will be there in each models. So I'm just giving star. So instead of that, okay, fine. Now take result equals to, what is the class name or like model name? This one, model name dot objects. So because in database it treating like as objects, so objects dot all. If I just use all, it will print everything. Print a result. See, we are getting 2 records. See, in the database we have 2 records here. These 2 records we are getting, right? See, now if I just use print dot query set or query, okay, let it be. See, we are getting the SQL query, right? See, I didn't generate anything, but Django itself creating one SQL query. So if I just use this one, select complete one copy, just go to here, just drag it down. Now see, just give colon. Now just select. I think something is messed up with this. Dot column dot. Okay, maybe because of this quotations, I guess. Okay, where it went? Next. Okay. Okay, fine. Now just select that. Select that. So we are getting the same records. See, the same query which I got it from the Django ORM. I didn't create it, right? This is the advantage with this Django ORM. So you don't need to write your complete SQL queries. You just use the object, that means functions all. It is similar to this one, select all. Here you can just specify the column names here. If you just give star, instead of star means it will select all the columns. Otherwise, if you want to specify the column names, suppose I didn't want this first name and last name, it will give only 3 columns now. Sorry. Just select the complete one. Now here you can see only these 2. Like how many columns you want to get well in the output. So we can just give the star. Either star means everything, or like you can just specify the columns, how many columns, or like what type of columns you need. Now this is only all about, right? Now if you want to get only single record now, suppose here, see, when I used all, I'm getting all the records, right? So now if you want to get only one record for this one, So I can use this one. So what is that? Using ID of, I'll like name of anything. So here select star. I'm getting everything, right? See here I'm just where ID equals to 1. If I just use this command, see star, it is giving only one record, right? The same way here we'll use the get function. Now let's see. So result equals to emp info columns dot objects dot get off. So in get off earlier for all we are not providing any parameters here. For get we have to specify the ID. What's here? What is the condition you are using after where? We're using ID equals to 1. So wherever ID equals to 1, fetch the complete record. It is telling that this where clause will help you to fetch the complete record where the ID equals to 1. The condition is satisfied. Here the condition is satisfied, the column name. So column name equals to value. The same way here, you have to specify that ID. Get ID equals to 1. Instead of 1, I'll just take 3. Because I want to print this one, the second result. So print result is getting polished, right? So suppose if I want to print a result dot values, I guess values or something else. Let's try. Okay, this doesn't have. Okay, now print list of result. I'm just converting that result object into list. Okay, it doesn't have any iterable. Okay, that's fine. How we can get the values from the result? Second, guys. Result dot. If I use first name, it might throw error, I guess. Okay, let's see. Okay, Vijay, you're getting C. In the result, the complete record will be present in the result, right? Result dot first name. When I use Vijay, we're getting why? Because here ID equals to 3. Suppose if I use ID equal to 1 means the first name will be Shanmugh, this one. It will display like so. This is how you can fetch one single record using get function. Suppose now we have one more function called filter. So using filter, how we can suppose I'm just explaining both SQL as well as the ORM. I'm explaining that. So here, just take the complete one. Sorry. Here, just use limit 2. Just assume just limit 2. Now it will just give 2 things because we have only 2, right? I'm just giving limit 2. So instead of this one, or else like where ID in like this. So when I use ID equals to 1, it is giving only one record, right? Now, if I want to ID in all these, so here you can specify the list format. So now you can give n number of IDs here. So here earlier I'm just giving equals to 1. This one is giving only one record. But here, if you pass how many IDs here, it will give those many records. That is called filter. Now we have IDs 1, 3, right? Okay, fine. Now just select. I think maybe it is some issue with this parenthesis, I guess. Sorry, not list, parenthesis. Sorry, it's my confusion. So now when I use, see, we're getting the records, right? This is called filtering. We are using filtering. Suppose, let me create 2 more records here. DJ. I'll create multiple records, then only you can identify easily. So here I'll just pass 4, 3, 5, 6. Run everything.